Why'd you
I
bring
don't
her
have
here?
any transportation, sir. I had to
You
get
can't
here.
drive if you ain't got a license and insurance. Do not drive without a license and liability insurance. And you can be facing up to 180 days in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. I'm revoking your bond, man.
Make an exception to tell somebody to bring my grandma because she doesn't know how to drive, and I drove her up here. Just left her parked there. She doesn't know how to drive.
You just left your grandma in the car?
Yeah, because I needed to get up here. She was my only way to get here.
What are you doing with your life, man?
What am I doing with my life? Right now I'm currently barely getting stable at the house. I just recently moved house with my grandparents, but we switched locations from over there Galleria to over here Aldine Westfield.
Let's get real. You can't legally drive without a license or insurance. Every time you get behind the wheel without them, you're risking 180 days in jail and a $500 fine. Courts don't play. This isn't just a legal issue. It's about responsibility. You left your grandmother alone in the car just to make an appearance. That's how you started this. The judge saw right through it. Now your bond is revoked, just like that.
Still living with your grandparents?
Yes, I'm the only one that lives with them. I'm the one that tries to help them out.
Okay. How old are they?
They are 65 and up.
I don't need help. Are they ill?
My grandma is.
Hey, what do you do? Are you working? You going to school?
I'm not working no more right now. I just recently left my job 2 weeks ago.
Why? I told you to get a job, not lose a job.
I already had a job when I had first seen you, but I left it because it's 40 minutes drive. It's a 40-minute drive away. I don't have transportation right now.
So what have you been doing between now and then, so the last 2 weeks?
Well, I've been looking for a different job nearby, and I got an interview coming up on the 8th for Academy.
I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test now. What are you going to test positive for?
For THC.
Not going to go well for you, Ms. Castillo.
I should be there from the first time that we got arrested.
So you haven't smoked since the last time you've been arrested?
Get it together, or get used to this. View, you say you're helping your grandparents, but you're not even helping yourself. You moved houses, fine, but nothing else has changed. No job, no school, just excuses. The judge asked a simple question. Why aren't you working? You quit your last job because it was a 40-minute drive.
Judge, I think she's saying it may be something still in her system from when she was here. I don't see the date.
I mean, from August?
That's what, 60 days?
Really? Really?
Yes, sir.
I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now, Ms. Capetillo. What I seem to think is happening is that you're not doing anything but smoking weed and doing nothing.
It's not
And
right.
that's not gonna happen. Really? We'll see. I'm sending you for a drug test now. You must come right back and we'll see what happens.
Understood.
Thank you, Judge.
What happened?
Positive.
For what?
THC, no alcohol. Of course, we don't know the levels, but that's it.
You took a gamble, and now you're standing here looking for sympathy. It's not coming. Clip 3. Stop smoking. Start showing up. Here we go again. THC in your system. You've been arrested before. You know how this works. You're 19, wasting time. Saying it's from before? That excuse is tired. This isn't just about weed. It's about wasted potential. The judge sees a kid doing nothing but coasting. So now, drug test. Let's see what's real and what's just more talk.
How old is she? How old are you?
I'm 19.
That's it. You stay with me. I'm revoking your bond, man.
Make an exception to tell somebody to bring my grandma because she doesn't know how to drive, and I drove her up here.
Where's your grandmother at?
She's up in Louis Belly. It's like a restaurant from here. I just left her parked there. She doesn't know how to drive.
You just left your grandma in the car?
Yeah, because I needed to get up here. She was my only way to get here.
Is she in a,
Does she have a license to drive? Do you even have a license to drive?
I don't, sir.
so your grandmother drove
It's like
you or
one
you drove
thing
her?
after the
I
other.
drove my grandma here.
Why'd you
I
bring
don't
her
have
here?
any transportation, sir. I had to
You
get
can't drive if you ain't got a license and insurance.
I was trying to provoke this. I was not trying to get arrested, sir.
You messed up. Own it. No alcohol this time, but THC again. And that's after the court gave you a shot. You were out on bond and you blew it. This isn't bad luck. It's ignoring every warning you were given. You were told, stay clean, show effort, be productive. Instead, you smoked and stayed idle. The system's not here to babysit you. Wake up.
Everything we asked you to do, you did the exact opposite.
Sir, I was working on it. I just need you to help me with this. I'm just asking you for like one more week and I'll get it together. I haven't been smoking. I'm sorry, that's been there for a minute. I haven't smoked because I know I have
Yeah,
court.
I believe it.
The tests are gonna eventually show something else, and you're not gonna believe me.
I don't know what to tell you,
can
Mr.
tell
Slider, but I mean, it's like, it's literally, it's one thing after the other with
Hear me
me.
out, sir. Judge, can I speak to you?
You know what? I don't want to talk about the case, and you're really in enough hot water as it is. Because the problem is your grandmother probably doesn't have that many resources as is. So who do you have now that's going to pony up $10,000 to get you out? You stuck like Chuck now for the next couple months in custody. All I asked you to do was be clean and do something productive.
I can
She goes with you.
Now you're stuck, and that's on you. The judge is done. No more chances. Your grandmother doesn't have the means, and now you're in a $10,000 hole. You're in custody, and no one else is to blame. You say you've been trying, but where's the proof? One good week won't erase months of nothing. You weren't showing up, you weren't working, you weren't clean. The system extended a hand, and you pushed it away.
Well, hey, Mr. Slider, what was her last name?
Capatillo,
Capatillo, that's right.
page 6.
Not only that, she bond forfeited how many times? I don't know what to do. I really don't.
Try to figure out what our grandmother has to do with. She has.
Because the problem is that like, I can't let her drive home. She didn't even get a license and insurance. So even if I let her out, I can't let her drive. Will you do me a favor? Will you ask her if grandmother has the ability to drive?
Drivers, or is there
Right.
someone else that can come here and drive her? I'll find out.
Please.
Thank you, Judge.
You know, I wanted to let you know that I'm bringing you out here because I feel really bad. But you've done nothing to help yourself. But smoke weed, you're driving without a license, and you continue to violate conditions of this court. You didn't show up like a week or two ago, you know? So it's one thing after the other. We are trying to do everything in our power to get through to you, to try to better yourself and to get to, we truly want the best for you.
We're not playing games. This isn't catch and release. Driving without a license, missing court, smoking weed. This isn't a fluke. It's a pattern, and it ends now. The judge isn't buying any more excuses. Letting you out again would only teach you that bad choices have no consequences. That's enabling. This is tough love, and it's your last shot before the real world hits harder.
But at this point in time, you're your own worst enemy. You're doing nothing for us to also help you out. If I let you go now, that's enabling you, telling you it's okay for you to continue to conduct and act like you're doing. Ms. Capatillo, it is not. Me, if I let you out now, it's enabling you, and I refuse to do that. I want you to understand that we mean business. And this is what happens when you don't follow conditions. We mean business. No catch and release here. Good. We'll see you in a couple days, and I really truly hope that you now will appreciate this, okay? I'm not letting you out.
No, you're
What I
not.
want you to understand is that if I let you out, you will get the understanding that it's okay for you to continue to do what you're doing, and it's not. One more thing. I'm not going to let you plead guilty just to get out. You pleading guilty to a theft case will be the absolute worst thing you can do because you will become unemployable. No one will hire you.
A theft conviction will follow you forever. You think pleading guilty will make it go away fast? Think again. A theft charge doesn't just live on your record, it blocks your future. No jobs, no housing, no loans, no aid. That one word, guilty, can shut every door you've got left. Don't throw away your future just to get out today. That's desperation. That's short-term thinking. And that's exactly how you ended up here.
You will be unable to get an apartment, a loan for anything, to get a car, a house, apartment. You want funding for financial aid for schooling for this, not with a theft conviction.
Understand that.
But I want you to understand that we mean business. And I hope that this is the length that we have to go to. All right? Okay, thank you. Whoa, hold on. I need to decide one more thing. The most important thing in this life, do not drive without a license and liability insurance. You will be signing an affidavit with me right now. This is a promise you're making to me not to drive. And if you do, I can have a contempt hearing and you can be facing up to 180 days in jail and a $500 fine every time you drive. If you get into a car and you get into an accident and you don't have insurance, you've completely messed with everyone. And I know you don't have money. But if you get into an accident with someone who's got like a BMW Jaguar, or even whatever it may be, they're out a ton of money and it's not fair. All I'm trying to do is what's fair.
You're signing a promise today. No more driving without a license or insurance. This isn't just a rule, it's the line. Cross it again, and you're looking at 180 days in jail. You get in a crash without insurance and someone else has to pay. Rich or poor, someone always pays. And if you can't, they'll come for your future. So listen closely. You've been warned. Do the right thing, or deal with the full cost